Hello everybody, welcome. This is Patty Bennett, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today we are going to have such a fun time chatting all about the Stampin' Up! Color Refresh for the 2023 to 2024 year. So we're going to talk about the retiring colors, about the new colors, about how the new colors might fill in gaps with the retiring colors. I'm going to watch for your questions over here. Hi, Mary, welcome. And we are just going to spend some time looking at the whole color refresh transition. I'm also going to share with you my top 5 probably most missed stamp sets on the retiring list. So we're going to just briefly talk about the retiring list as well. If you're joining in live, say hi. It should be 11 a.m. Pacific time on Friday, March 31st. If you're watching live Pacific time, but maybe you're watching a replay on my blog or on YouTube, and that is fabulous. I welcome everyone. And hey, if it's your first time, let me know so we can give you a little shout out. Hey, Kirsten, Linda, Holly, Nell, Kathy, Jean. Hello, everybody. And 40 more people, it says. Oh, 49 more people. Oh, my goodness. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello, Jean, Debbie, Tammy. Hello, welcome, welcome. We are just getting started. So I'm going to give everybody about 30 more seconds to jump in and find the live, and then we will start. So you haven't missed a thing. Just say hi if you're joining live. If you're watching a replay, skip ahead about 30 seconds, and then you won't have to listen to the hellos if you don't want to. Hi, Christine and Gail, Tammy, Debbie, Ann, Kimmy, Susan. Hello, everybody. Hi, Stacy. So glad you're all here. Oh, my goodness. In Sydney, Australia. Christine, welcome. That's amazing. Hi, Beth. Yes, glad you caught me live. That's exciting. Hi, Regina Ann. Oh, thanks for sharing, Stacy. Yes, happy Friday, Ann. Exactly. Hello. Hi, Michael. Hello, Judy. Good afternoon. Yay, and from Canada, hi Janet. Hello, Laura in Missouri. So glad you're all here. We're going to go ahead and jump in. So this is Patty Bennett. I blog at pattystamps.com, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And for those who don't know, because I had a comment this week from someone who said she had no idea I lived in the Stampin' Up! The Stampin' Up! Bay Area. That's hysterical. The San Francisco Bay Area. Oh, that was funny. The San Francisco Bay Area. Yes, I have lived in the Bay Area since 1984. I was born and raised down in Southern California in Pasadena, but have been here since 1984. So yes, I guess I should say that from time to time, right? Hi, Perry, Libby, Susan, Fran. How are you all? Hello, Ethel. I think I missed a whole bunch of people, but thank you for saying hi. I'm so glad you are all here. If you're looking for all this information, for any of these graphics that I share with you today, if you pop over to my blog, pattystamps.com, when we're done, and scroll back to yesterday's post, the 30th, I have all these graphics there for you. If that helps you, if you want to print them or pin them or refer to them again, totally fine. I am going to repeat some of these graphics tomorrow, April 1st, on my blog post as well. So Stampin' Up! Every few years does what they call a color refresh or a color revamp. Sometimes it's smaller, sometimes it's larger. They always have 5 outgoing in colors and 5 incoming in colors. So that's constant. But anything more than that, like say, 10, 15 colors leaving or anything coming back from the past, any new colors, that usually happens, roughly every 5 years, could be 3 years, could be 7 years, but this is the year that they are doing a revamp, and these 15 colors are leaving us. So I actually have done several different graphics several different ways for us to talk about them because I know everybody digests things differently. Generally, a printed list is a little bit harder for us creative people. We love to have the visuals, so that's why I created lots of visuals for you. Oh, Tammy just posted in the Facebook Live a link to that post. Thank you so much, Tammy. So very kind of you. And so this is one of them that you'll see. I did the retiring colors. I use a program, or it's actually, I guess you'd call it a service online called My Stampin' Blog. And that's how I get all of those product photos at the bottom of every blog post. But one of the additional things they offer is a way to make color charts. So that's how I created it, because I've already had lots of people ask me, how did you make those? So that's what I used. And then I popped it into PicMonkey and added the title up there. So anyway, this is one way to look at the 15 retiring colors. Here's another way. I just have the ink pad set out for you, kind of in a rainbow-ish order, more or less. And then another way I thought might be helpful, well, two more ways, actually. I made this graphic where we have the 4 color families, and I circled the retiring ones. And I thought this was kind of an interesting way so that you could see what is leaving from each color family. Now, if you are like me and you store your cardstock, your blends, your markers, your ink pads, your daubers, your blending brushes, and all those things in rainbow order, then you might not be thinking particularly of color family order, but however you like to digest our colors, I'm hoping that some of these resources will help you. Yes, Debbie, we're going to talk about that in a minute. She says, I'm sorry to lose Bermuda Bay. I am too. I think that was the biggest shock, most definitely. The last way that I have for you to see it is I actually took my catalog and I took little Post-it flags and I covered the retiring colors. And that was another way for me to kind of digest what is leaving. Now, one thing interesting to point out is with these 5 retiring in colors that have been around for 2 years, they actually are bringing back fresh freesia. So that's why it doesn't have a retired flag on it. So that is coming back in our new colors, which we will look at in a minute. So however, whatever helps you most, I hope I have now provided you about 5 different ways to look at all of the retiring colors and to think about what's going, whether it be rainbow order, color family, or whatever. So basically what's happening is 15 colors are retiring. 4 of them are the in colors, which we pretty much knew those would retire. We have 5 new in colors, which we could have guessed. We have 4 brand new colors that we've never seen before. We're going to look at those. And then we have 6 colors that are coming back from the past. So a fun way to kind of look at this transition. And so let's jump in. I think it was it Debbie? Somebody had mentioned Bermuda Bay being shocking that they are, yeah, Debbie mentioned that, shocking about retiring Bermuda Bay. So I just want to say that, yes, that I'm sure to everyone was the most shocking color to retire. I'm pretty sure. And then, we all have our favorites. My personal most missed will be Mango Melody, but mainly because, and we'll look at this, there isn't a color coming in that replaces it. We have greens going, we have greens coming. We have blues going, we have blues coming. But there really is not a color that's going to replace Mango Melody. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting over that, but we will. And so I do want to address, I just saw somebody saying that it gets expensive to when this happens, when we lose pads and we gain pads. Let me just say something about that. You don't have to get rid of your retiring colors. You can keep them. You don't have to buy the new colors. You don't have to spend money on that. You can grab a re-inker in the online store right now for these retiring pads. You can use them for years and years to come. You don't have to worry about getting rid of colors. You don't have to worry about buying new colors. You don't. You can absolutely use what we have. You are welcome to purchase new colors. And I would say do it a little at a time. So if there's like a green that you are going to miss, then grab a new green. If there's a blue you're going to miss, grab a new blue. But don't worry about purchasing all 15 new colors. And actually, since Fresh Freesia is sticking around, it's really kind of only like 14 new colors in a way. But we'll talk about that too. But I hope that that helps. I don't want you to feel like I'm pushing you to purchase 15 new ink pads and all of that. You don't have to. You can totally do what you would like. Let's see. Libby says, losing Blushing Bride and keeping Petal Pink. And there's another new pink. So we're going to look at that, and it's beautiful. Yes, Kimmy, I am really sad about Evergreen and Succulent as well. It's funny because it really took me a while to warm up to using these. And once I did, I loved them. So that's, yeah, I agree. That's pretty sad to lose those. Hi, Susan. Yes, I am going to, Denise, I addressed that on Tuesday when I did a live here. I am doing the new rainbow order, and I will share that. So as soon as I get the new ink pads and the new cardstock, I will be sharing my version of the new rainbow order. Yes, I did talk about that Tuesday, and I definitely will. Yep, and stocking up, Regina Ann, that's a great point. Stocking up on some cardstock and a re-inker of your favorite retiring. That's a really good point. Becky says, I have a museum of the retired colors, and I bet a lot of people do. I personally don't keep my retiring products just because my space is limited. My craft room here is 8 feet square, and I've spilled over into other parts of the house because I just don't have room to keep a lot of retiring product. So I do put them in my mystery boxes, and I get rid of them in that way. I rehome them. Is that a word? Give them to a new home? How's that? That's a better way to say it. Oh, good. Robin says, keeping Mary Merlot and already ordering the re-inker. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Donna. Welcome. All right. So those are the colors that are going. And I wanted to show you the colors that are coming in and then do a little comparison with you. I'll show you what I have. I have piles of things over here, but I wanted to look at the new colors. And by the way, I just want to say, demonstrators do have permission to share this information. I'm not sharing anything wrong. I'm not going against compliance. I am not sharing anything that's secret. All demonstrators are allowed to share this. So just so you know, and I made my own graphic. So I just want to put that out there. I don't want anybody calling Stampin' Up! And saying, Patty Bennett just showed the new stuff. So there you go. Just putting that out there. Oh, Kimmy says my craft room is barely walkable now. Yeah, it's gets pretty crowded, doesn't it? So I wanted to look at the new colors, and then I have these little swatches that I just cut up one of my charts. And what I thought we could do is look and see if these seem to replace some of the retiring colors. And I haven't even done this yet. I just wanted to do it with you and kind of wrap my brain around the new blues and the retiring blues, etc. So we're gonna do that. So with the new colors, I wanted to show you, I did this. I marked up one of my charts to show the asterisk indicates the 5 new in colors. I also printed them this way, if that helps you. So let's just talk about the new in colors for just a moment. Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path. And if you've been around a while, you will notice that this is a bit like Ballet Blue from decades ago. That was my favorite color for years and years and years. This is a little bit like Rococo Rose that we had for a while, a little bit. I mean, I'm not exactly. This, I would say, is a little bit like Cinnamon Cider. Does anybody remember that color? And then I can't say that I honestly have a great comparison for either of these. These feel really new to me. The 80s colors, yep. Exactly. Oh yes, people tattle on any, oh, of course, yeah, people are always going to do that. But you know, I always make sure I called Stampin' Up! The minute that the new information was released. And I said, my goodness, it says on here like 5 times, share this with your customers. I said, I just want to make sure it means now. And they said, yes, share now. So I always check with demonstrator support and with compliance before I share anything with you that I'm in question about. Okay, so those are the 5 new in colors. So here, 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 and here. And then we have 4, that we've never had before. Pecan Pie, it has an N, that's what I did for new. Bubble Bath, isn't this a beautiful pink? Love, love, love. Lemon Lolly, which I think we've maybe had a color similar. I can't think what it was called, but similar, maybe. And then Azure Afternoon, excuse me. I don't know why I want to say that wrong. Azure Afternoon. So those are our 4 brand new colors. And then returning, so if you've been around a while, Berry Burst is coming back, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, Lemon Lime Twist, Misty Moonlight, and Blueberry Bushel. And I have to say that those returning colors happen to be pretty much some of my very favorites. So I personally am super, super, super excited that these are coming back. And I mean, I just couldn't be happier with this. I think this is a really amazing selection. I don't know about you, but I'm really pleased with this. And you know, to be honest, really, I love almost all colors. I mean, there's a couple that I really didn't use too much, but I'm super, super pleased with this selection. I'm like almost bouncing up and down. Yeah, Cinnamon Cider. Okay. Pebbled Path close to cocoa. Close to cocoa. That's hard to say. I don't still have Close to Cocoa. To me, in my memory, now this is my memory, Close to Cocoa was warmer like this, not a cool color like this. And so when I say that, if you don't know what that means, a cool color will have more of a blue undertone. A warm color will have more of a like red, orange, yellow undertone. So I hope that makes sense. Do you see the difference between those 2 browns? That's why I purposefully put them together to show that difference. This is a cooler color. It will go better with blues and grays and purples. This is a warmer color. It's going to go better with like your Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Mango Melody, if we still had it. But that's the difference when I say that. Yes, it will go. Yes, Cinnamon Cider will go well with the Pecan Pie. Exactly. Let's see, just catching up. Let me catch up on comments real quickly. Oh, that's a good one. Donna says that the wild wheat reminds her of Delightful Dijon. Yes, I would agree with that. Oh, and Bumblebee, Susan says, yes, I agree. Copper Clay looks like Cinnamon Cider. Yes, I would agree with that too. I would agree. Just a second, I'm just catching up on comments in the Facebook Live. Oh, Lemon Lolly reminds, who said that? Kimmy, of original Post-it note color. There's a good one for you. Oh, Barely Banana. Yes, I could see that. Let me just see. Who else was there a question? A refresh is always refreshing. Katie, I love that. That's so cute. Yes, a lot of blues. Yeah, Brandy, we're going to look at that. She says, I wonder about the balance. I agree. And that's why I made these little swatches. And we're going to see maybe what outgoing and incoming balances out. Summer starfruit. Okay, that's a good comparison as well. Lori says, holding judgment on the mauve, sick of it from the 80s. I guess maybe it's time to bring it back. I don't know. Thank you, Tammy. Yes, these graphics, as I said in the beginning, are on my blog from yesterday. So March 30th, I have these graphics on my blog. Yes, thank you, Tammy, again. 11 blues. Okay, I had not noticed that. When I put all my colors into my rainbow order, that's when I'm going to see that. So right now, it feels like we're really heavy on the reds, oranges, and pinks. And to me, we had a ton of greens and not very many blues. So that's interesting how it's going to shift. What's old is new again, Susan. You are so right. Okay, so let's move on here and look and see. I know, I hope you think this is helpful. This is what my brain needs to see. So I cut up that chart and I thought, let's see if any of these new colors coming in, the 15 colors, are going to work as a replacement, sort of. I don't know, not really replacement, but you know what I mean, for an outgoing color. So immediately my eye says blueberry bushel is going to be a replacement for Pacific Point. Like that's probably the easiest one, right? Now lemon lime twist doesn't really have a comparable outgoing color. So to me, this is something new and fresh. I'm just going to set it right there. Like it doesn't really have a replacement. Azure Afternoon, I think, again, will kind of be in this range with the Pacific Point. So we're losing Pacific Point, but getting two new blues that are very similar. Boho Blue. Now, I don't feel like this has an outgoing color either. So I'm going to say that's kind of a new, fresh color. Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. Let's do those together because these are just really lovely, very pretty complementary colors. And before I set these ink pads out, in my mind, Lost Lagoon was going to be a fairly good substitute to Soft Succulent. Not there, not there. I think that's sort of the closest. And then Pretty Peacock, I think it's going to be a good replacement for everybody that will miss Bermuda Bay. So I don't know. You all can chat in and let me know if you think, if I'm on track at all here. But this is what my eye sees. Is that a lighter blue than Starry Sky? Sorry, I'm going to reach right in front of you. So here's Starry Sky. And it's way more of a purple than any of these. Is that helping? Can you see that? Yeah. So thank you for asking that. Let's see. Yes, Kirsten says, I love Peacock, but Bermuda Bay is brighter. I agree. I'm just trying my best here to say, like, if you're really going to miss a color, then here's what you might use to replace it. Close. Now, Misty Moonlight, I don't feel like it's replacing anything. I think it's fresh and coming in as sort of a new start. Lemon Lolly, again, I don't feel like that is replacing anything. I think that's a lovely new fresh color. Pebbled Path, I'm thinking the closest thing would be it's a refresh of Sahara Sand. It's not a replacement exactly, but I think it's a fresher, more on-trend color. I see a lot of things in my feed on Instagram and Facebook where they've got walls or accents or furniture in this sort of a really pretty gray-brown color. So I'm going to sort of say that it's in this realm. Pecan Pie. Now, I don't feel like this replaces anything. It's definitely not soft suede because this was one of those blue cool colors. So Pebbled Path is sort of in this range, this cool brown range. This is a warm color. And I feel like that's just a new color coming in. Okay, Berry Burst, I think, is going to be the new, updated, refreshed Rich Razzleberry. Don't you think? I'm thinking. Let's see, was there a... Pretty Peacock was too dull to be Bermuda Bay. I don't remember Pretty Peacock as being a dull color, but we'll see. You know, when we get the ink pads and we get our cardstock, it'll be a better comparison. Pecan Pie is close to Cinnamon Cider. Yes, but we don't have Cinnamon Cider. It's not leaving, but yes, it is. But it's like bringing back that color tone. Exactly. Okay, so Moody Mauve, I don't think replaces anything, although I'm sorry, Stampin' Up, but I'm happy to get rid of Blushing Bride. And I'm going to say that I am going to use Moody Mauve instead of where I might have tried to use Blushing Bride. Now, I know it's not a color replacement exactly. It's just that mental, like if I wanted that sort of a dusty pink, I'm going to go to Moody Mauve. Does that, hope that makes sense. I think that's making sense. Copper Clay, another new color. And again, I don't feel like this replaces any retiring color. It's just a new, fresh, different color that we can use. Bubble Bath, I think we are going to love this pink from what I have seen. I think it's going to be, yeah, I already did do that, Lori. I compared Moody Mauve to Rococo Rose. You might not have been on when I did that, but yes, this is very close to a Rococo Rose. Bubble Bath. Now, my first thought was, oh, good. This is a replacement for the Blushing Bride. But look, it's like not even close. Blushing Bride was a very brown pink, a very warm brown pink. And Bubble Bath is a cool purpley color, like almost a fresh freesia. In fact, excuse my reach. I'm just going to grab fresh freesia. So look at that combo. That's going to be pretty amazing, right? So all that to say that Bubble Bath does not replace Blushing Bride. It replaces it in the way that it's a light pink, but not in the tone. So I'm going to put that in that pile. And then lastly, we have the Wild Wheat. I think if you stamped it off, it might sort of be a So Saffron replacement. I mean, not exactly, but maybe a little bit. Not really. Maybe it could be a soft suede replacement. Maybe. Sort of. It's not as dark, but it's that warm brown tone. So I don't know. What do you think? I wish I could take a picture of this, and I can't because I'm using my phone to film this. But Eric, can I use your phone a minute? Sure. He has every other Friday at home, so he's at home today, and I'm gonna ask you to just pause with me for half a second, and so that I can take a picture of this, and then I can send it to myself. He's like, whatever.
Stampin' Up Bay Area.
Stampin' Up Bay Area. Wasn't that hysterical?
I heard you.
I know, that was so funny. Okay, everybody, so please hold while I wish I could get rid of these glares, and I can't, but it's all right. At least I'll remember. Thank you. Can you text that to me?
Both of them?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I just wanted to kind of remember what I told you, so that, thanks for indulging me on that. But, so what do you think? Does the smile for the picture? You know what? I was smiling. Isn't that funny? Thanks, Lori. Yes, Bubble Bath is definitely a blue-toned pink, a blue or a purple-toned pink. Exactly. So it's not a tonal replacement for Blushing Bride. It is a light pink replacement, but in a different warm, cold situation. So the reason I wanted to do this was I wanted to kind of look and see if, like, for instance, Evening Evergreen. So there really isn't a darker green coming in to replace it, but we have Shaded Spruce and Garden Green, which are our darker greens. So I feel like this going away, isn't the end of the world because I have Shaded Spruce and Garden Green for a darker one. Now, I'm looking here thinking there's like no, what am I going to use for Pale Papaya and Mango Melody? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm sort of tempted to be a rebel and keep my Mango Melody because I don't know what's going to replace that. Polished Pink, I feel like with Mango Melody and Berry Burst, we're going to be okay to let that go. Mary Merlot, we have Cherry Cobbler, which is close. And I'll be honest, I hardly use this. I will turn to Cherry Cobbler more often, so I'm okay. So Saffron, I never use. I just don't care for it, so I'm not worried about that. Pear Pizzazz, I think in my mind you can stamp off Old Olive and get somewhat close, right? Somewhat. Mint Macaron, I hardly ever use, so I am not too sad about that. I think I'll be all right without that. I think the replacement here is good. The replacement here is good. The replacement here is good. And I will be sad about Soft Suede because I use that a ton. But Early Espresso stamped off is somewhat close enough. And then we have these. So overall, for me personally, I'm super happy except for Mango Melody. I don't know what I'm going to use in its place. It is one of my most used colors. When they retired the Stampin' Blends of Mango Melody a little while back, I had a feeling in my gut that in the next color refresh it would go. And makes me super sad, but what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So let me put the new colors back on here, and I am going to catch up with comments. Oh, thanks. Chris Ann sent me a screenshot. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, okay, Libby. Good point. Yeah, hard to find colors that match up with certain colors for Cancer ribbons. Yes. Let's see. Yes, that could be as well. Okay, sorry. I'm just, oops, hang on. I don't know what just happened to the comments. Let me get back here. I lost some. I'm sorry about that. Oh, so Kathy says, favorites, pecan pie, copper clay, pebble path, wild wheat. So yeah, so you're leaning into these new warmish browns, and I agree. I think they're great. I love to have the opportunity to work in some really new colors. So I totally agree with you. Let's see. Lemon Lolly is a mixture of So Saffron and Sahara Sand. That could be, Robin. Kirsten and I are both going to miss the Mango Melody. I just don't know what I'm going to do without it. I don't know. I'm going to miss Pale Papaya too, Kirsten. Okay, so good point, Lori. I think maybe that's what it was in my mind. She said she loves Pear Pizzazz, but love Old Olive more. And I agree. I think keeping Old Olive is sort of an easier way to let go of Pear Pizzazz. Yeah, I know, Michelle. I think I got to keep Mango Melody. I really do. I really do. Oh, Lori asked, do you know what the lowest and highest selling colors are? And you know what? I did hear that recently, but I don't remember. I will find my notes and work that into a post in the future. I do know that Real Red and Old Olive are two of the longest running colors that we've had. I did hear that. But, oh gosh, I'm sorry, and I don't remember. It could have been that Real Red was the highest selling color. It could be, and I'm sorry I don't remember for sure. Hi, Tracy, welcome. We're just at the end. Feel free to watch the replay. Yes, Merlot was great for fall, but I think in my brain, I'm going to be okay with cobbler to replace it. I don't know, Debbie. She's asking, why did Mango Melody retire since everyone loves it? And I don't know, other than, here's my hope, and I'm crossing my fingers, is that when we get the new in colors a year from now, there will be a replacement for it. That's my hope. That's the only thing I can think of. And so for a year, I might just have to go rogue and still use it. I don't know. I have to see if I will. Ida says, do you have a chart showing the colors in the families they'll be in the new catalog? We are not allowed to show that because we can't show anything inside the catalog yet. I will show you what I did though. Let me show you something. So Stampin' Up! Provided, they call it a color coach. So they have provided, and I have these on my blog yesterday, April 30th, ideas with like a new color. So Azure Afternoon with other colors. Berry Burst, new color with other colors. So they have provided this and said we could share it. And my dear friend and member of my Love to Stamp group, Sandra, she mentioned to me, if you look at this and you print this whole thing out and you leave it in the order they had it in, you will see that it is actually a rainbow order. And so I took that. So they started with Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Poppy Parade, Sweet Sorbet. So I took that and I said, okay, let me see what that looks like. And I made this up. And so this, if you go in their order, is the 50 colors that will be in the catalog. Now I made this, so it's not, I didn't, take a picture of the catalog, but I made this. And so it shows you all 50 colors. And I will have this, let me just pop this on here. I will have this on my blog. So it will be on pattystamps.com when I share my version of the rainbow order. But this does give you kind of an idea so that we can see the reds, the oranges going into the yellows. Now, I guess Stampin' Up! Thinks we're going to use crushed curry instead of Mango Melody. Personally, I can't get behind that, but that's just me personally. Whatever. Then we go into the greens and the blues, the blue greens and the blues, the purples, and then the brown neutrals. So this can kind of show you what we'll be working with if you stick with current Stampin' Up! Colors. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Do we have any colors without blends? Yes, we still have colors without blends. We have currently had in the catalog, you can always look down across the bottom row and you can see where we don't have blends. So the retiring colors pretty much didn't have blends, about maybe half and half. Now, crushed curry doesn't have a blend, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I color with blends for that color. Whatever. But yes, there are some without. So gray doesn't have one, curry doesn't have one, espresso doesn't have one, cabana doesn't have one, and then a lot of the retiring colors do not have them. So yes, to answer your question on that. So let me continue on the questions. Thank you, Patricia. She says, I love your positive attitude about the color refresh. Thank you. I'm all about colors. I love color. Just love it. Hello from Saskatchewan. We are just ending. So if you're just joining, Barb, please watch the replay. Let's see. Any other questions? What colors are we going to use for our pumpkins? Pumpkin pie, I would think, right? Definitely. Yeah, okay. Oh, I know. I'm so glad that Granny Apple Green didn't retire as well. Oh, Rich Razzleberry is the lowest selling color, says Esther. Okay, thank you. Oh, Linda, here's a great point. So Linda says maybe they'll bring back Mango Melody as an exclusive color if everyone puts it in the sandbox. So Stampin' Up! Has an area on the demonstrator site where you can go and make suggestions, but you can always email. Anyone can email Stampin' Up! DS, it stands for Demonstrator Support, ds@stampinup.com. You can email them and request or give feedback for anything. So yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if enough of us ask if they would put it in the online exclusives. Yeah, totally great point. The new in colors will be reds and oranges. So the new in colors, hang on, I have so many pieces of paper over here. So the new in colors, they've got copper clay up here in the reds and oranges. They've got wild wheat up there. So those two in the reds and oranges. The boho blue, of course, is in the blues. And then Moody Mauve, they've got in the purples, and Pebbled Path down here with the kind of the neutrals. Good question. Oh, yes, Debbie, I agree. Sometimes the Mary Merlot pad did have that issue of getting kind of crusty stuff on it. I know. Carrie is asking, where's the color coach? The color coach is on the demonstrator website, and you can download it under the catalog resources section. And I also put a few of them. I didn't do the whole thing yet, but I will post the whole thing soon. I did them for the 15 new colors on my blog yesterday, but the whole entire thing, I will link to that soon. Can I make it a PDF? Sorry, which item did you want a PDF? Let's see. We need more oranges. I agree, Robin. Okay, so only 6 colors without blends now. Thank you, Kimmy. Oh, good question. Pat says, where do you get your spiral bound catalog? So I actually have an entire video every year when the new catalog comes out showing you what I do with all these tabs down the side and all these tabs on the front and the spiral bound. I just get it done at Staples. FedEx Kinko's will also do it, or if you have a print shop near you, they will do it. And I do it every year for my copy that stays here in my craft room and my copy that stays by my computer downstairs. So I like it because when I'm flipping it open to get ordering codes or to see something, that it stays flat. And so I do it every year, and then I do these little tabs. And I will do another video this year when my catalog comes. I can't show you the inside till May 2nd, so that video would be after May 2nd. But I will show you how I organize my new catalog when it comes. But yeah, I have a video. If you go to my YouTube channel, just search Patty Stamps or Patty Bennett on YouTube. And then in the little search bar on my channel, you could type in catalog and it should come up if you want to see it. Thank you, Libby. I'm glad you like the graphics. I love making graphics. Oh my goodness, Brandy. What a great idea. She says, what if we mix ink refills and make it in an empty ink spot, make whatever color you want? You could totally do that. Oh, Tracy says Office Depot. Yep, they also do it. Let's see. Yep, you are welcome to watch the replay. So speaking of replay, this replay will be on my this Facebook group or page immediately following when we're done. The replay is available. Later this afternoon, it will be on my YouTube channel. So you can search for Patty Stamps or Patty Bennett on my YouTube channel, on YouTube, excuse me, to find it. And then tomorrow on my blog, pattystamps.com, this replay and more resources will be on my blog. Lori, I don't know. We already covered that. I don't know why the mango blend retired. I don't know. Sorry. I mean, we already talked about that. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know the year by heart, Roxanne, when Lost Lagoon came out. Maybe someone else here will know. Let's see. Oh, could I make the rainbow chart a PDF? Yes. When I get my cardstock and I get my ink pads and I arrange them. So I'm pointing because my ink pads are in front of me. When I put my ink pads in front of me in rainbow order and I do my cardstock in rainbow order, I will share all of that and I will share that graphic and all of that. Yes. Oh, you're welcome. Polly is saying, thank you for the last chance list in larger print. Yes, when I went live here earlier this week, I explained that what I do when I get the retiring list from Stampin' Up is that I take it. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Hang on, don't go yet. I was going to show you something over here. I take the list, I take out all the French and German sets, and I reformat this, and I increase the font, and I make it to the size that I can read. Now, granted, I've got contacts and reading glasses, and I can read it. So there we go. But yes, I do have these in the larger font. They went up on my blog on Wednesday the 29th. If you're looking for those larger font retiring lists, you can see them there. So let's see. 2016. Thank you, Kimmy. Oh, thank you, Tammy. She grabbed the link already. Oh, M. So yes, M means they moved to a different color family. I put a flag over the retiring. M indicates that it moved to a different color family. These three colors, they moved them around into a new color family. Thank you for asking. Yep, Polly, me too. Contacts and readers. Yep, you bet. I need that. So I was going to show you on the retiring list, just real quick, I pulled out 5 of what I am sure will be my most missed sets. So Paradise Palm, or Palms, excuse me. I love it because I love the beach. I love these palm trees, but I really love these greetings. I really do, and I'm going to miss this. It has dies to go with it if you don't have that. I'm really surprised about the gnomes leaving. I have not used this nearly enough. Love the gnomes and the matching dies, so that's a big surprise to me. Butterfly Brilliance, tongue twister. I know it's been around a long time. I know a lot of people own it, but I tell you, I think this is really just the prettiest butterfly set and the most amazing with the dies that go with it. I kind of don't think I'm going to get rid of this. This is really going to stay in my craft room. Celebrate Sunflowers. Now, again, I know this has been around in, forever and ever, amen, but I love this. I just think it's a gorgeous sunflower. So very sad it's leaving. This may have to stay in my craft room. And then Cheerful Basket. It's only been around a year, and I think this is just one of the most fun, creative, cute sets ever. If you saw my live last week, you saw what I did with this basket. I know I kept calling it a barrel, right? Hang on, I'm grabbing them. So I put flowers in the basket. Sorry, I just want to call it a barrel. And you can do so much with it. You don't have to use the stamps in the set. I don't know. I'm just so going to miss this. I may not be able to get rid of this. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to show you those, speaking of the retiring list. Yeah, very short-lived, Tracy. It was only a year. Yeah, Kirsten's keeping the sunflower. Oh, yeah, Kimmy, they have dies. You didn't have to fussy cut the flower, but yeah, you could. The gnomes are staying? Wait, how did I miss that? Nell, I didn't know that. How did I thought they were retiring. I'm going to have to look again. Oh, here's a great question from Karen about, so when I was mentioning these bundles, when a set has dies like this and it's in the current catalog, so let's just look at it. Hang on, let me look at the index. Find Cheerful Basket, and let me show you. Page 35. So let's just look real quick, because this is a great question and it's something that you all should know. So when a bundle is in the catalog and it shows you 10% bundle savings and it has the stamp set and the dies, and it has a discounted price. If it carries over into a new catalog, they take away the bundle price. You would have to buy the set and the dies separately. Now, since this one's retiring, it doesn't exactly apply to it, but it's just a good way to look at it too. So if you wanted a bundle in the current catalog and you don't see it as a bundle price in the new catalog, you definitely want to get it now at the bundle price. But yes, you can usually buy the dies and the stamp set separately in the new catalog, but not always. There have been instances where they do not carry over one or the other, or like for instance, they will keep the Dragonfly Punch but retire the set, or they will keep the stamp set but retire the die, or vice versa. So if you are one of my customers, you will have your new catalog by I don't know, second, third week of April. I'm jumping ahead. You will have time. You will have at least a week to 10 days to compare your two catalogs and to look at that and decide. Now, if you don't want to wait, you can always download the lists and you can study the list and find out which sets or which bundles or which dies are retiring, and you can make a decision now and purchase sooner rather than waiting. So totally up to you. Oh, okay. Thank you. So the gnomes are retiring. Whoever that was that Nell? She was just saying that she's going to keep them. So I get it. But yes, you can still buy dies. So for instance, in this current catalog, because I can't show you the new one yet, they have two sections. So this section would be all the bundles. So these are all the discounted bundle priced stamp sets that go with dies. Then when that section is done, you get to this section. So these dies, so here's a good example. The butterflies we were talking about. Years ago when it came out, the stamp set and the dies were a bundle at a discount. As this kept carrying over catalog to catalog, they no longer offer the discount. So only when it's new, you get the discount when it's new. So in this catalog, the stamp and the dies are a separate purchase. So that's a good example of that. But all of these are available separately. There's the sunflower that we just talked about. So it has dies, but they are separate, a separate purchase and no longer a bundle discount because it's been around a while. So not all of these have a stamp set that went with them, but some do, some didn't. And so it's just kind of a hodgepodge. You just have to look through and decide which ones you like, which ones had a stamp set. And it'll tell you which page. It'll say like coordinates with art gallery, see page 39, and you can go look at that. So it has the info there for you. Okay. The end of the last tense list was heartbreaking with all the colors, Kimmy. Yeah. So anyone have questions? I may have missed a question because at one point these were flying by really quick. I'm happy to answer questions. If you don't have questions, you are welcome to hop off. Otherwise, we'll sit and chat for a minute about the last chance list, the new colors, the retiring colors, the new in colors, the replacements, all of those good things. Just let me know what you have questions on. And I'll put this back here in case if you're new and you haven't found me, there's my blog. Oh, the tools, all the tools. Yes. Lots of retiring items. Robin is keeping Butterfly Brilliance. Yep. And in fact, with Butterfly Brilliance, I'll show it to you this way. This set comes all connected because there's a die that will cut all of these at once. I actually bought 2 of these and I cut one set apart. And that way I can mount each butterfly on a separate block. And I think that makes it much more versatile. So just something if you're, thinking about other ways to use sets. That's something that I wanted to pass along there. No, the style, good question. The style of the ink pad is not changing. So it's still the same. I call it like a compact. It's kind of like, you know, a blush or a powder compact. It's the same. Good question. Style stays the same. Let's see, what else here? Do you know what item increased the price the most? I don't. I haven't even studied the new catalog. Yeah, I have hardly looked at the new catalog, so I have not compared prices yet. Let's see. You are welcome, Kelly. She said, thank you for clearly stating the information. You're welcome. Yes, Stamparatus is going. And Nan, I'm sorry I don't, or Nancy, that's cute. I do not have information on that to share. I'm sorry. I do not know. Yeah, Tracy, exactly. I did feel that our Stamparatus was quite different, so had some great features, but I don't know the ins and outs of all of that. Yes, Gail, some prices are increasing like 50 cents to $1, and you know, it's everywhere, right? You go into the market and it's shocking to see how much a lot of things have gone up. You go to Target, you go get gas, you go out to dinner, everything has gone up. So yes, they did increase this year a little bit. How do you see the online product list, even the ones hidden in the catalog? So the online exclusives, Becky, if maybe is that what you're asking about? So if you go to the online store, you just go to stampinup.com. That's the online store. There should be at the top, there are some banners that it kind of scrolls through. And if you look at those, one of them should say online exclusives, and you should be able to see those items there. You're welcome, Shirley. Good to see you on here. You're welcome, Tammy. Yeah, sign of the times, Lori. Yes, things, and Deb, yes, things are increasing. Again, I have not studied it whatsoever. I don't know. Okay, Becky says, no, the other ones. Becky, can you give me an example? I don't know what the online product list. The ones hidden in the catalog. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm not understanding. I apologize. Yes, Brandy, let me grab the butterfly dies and I'll show you that. So Brandy was asking about the butterfly dies. So this is that big one that will cut out the entire, now, here, let me show it to you this way because the picture is smaller. I'll show it to you this way. Okay, so that one, if you stamped it like that, it'll cut them all out all at once. And then there are these dies, which are beautiful, and they're all very detailed. So these all cut a detailed layer to place over your butterfly. And then you can use these to individually cut out any butterfly as well. So yes, it is quite a large set of dies and very versatile. Very lovely set. I think it's the best butterfly that Stampin' Up! Has ever released. So seriously, don't think that will leave my craft room. Let's see. You are welcome, Brandy. Okay. Wait, hang on. I saw something go by. The web ones. So yeah, the web, if you're looking for the web exclusives, those are the online exclusives. Those are in the online store, and you click that banner and it will show you those. I don't know of any other hidden, so I don't know. Yeah, you can also go to the clearance rack. That's true, John. That is under the specials tab at the top of the store. Yes, the web, thank you, Kathy. The examples in the new catalog that say web, so if you're a demonstrator and you've seen that, those are the online exclusives. So you just go to the online store, stampinup.com, and click on online exclusives. Lori is asking, will it still be okay for you to use the Stamparatus for videos? I don't know. I really do not know the situation of the Stamparatus. So that's something that I guess Stampin' Up! Maybe will clarify. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Christine. That's so kind of you. She says, I'm generous with sharing information. Well, I just want to make sure that you're all informed. You have an idea about the colors that are coming and going and how you might work them in or replacements. Or I think, you know what, the thought that I never quite finished here was that these, to me, were then going to be the colors that really feel really, really, really new, right? Really, hang on, I need to get a piece of paper so I can set these out here. So these are the colors that feel really new and that we don't really have anything currently that represent these. And I feel like these kind of would be the new must-haves if you really wanted new colors that are fresh and fun and add in something that we don't have. So I'm sorry, I never quite finished that train of thought. I would also put Moody Mauve in this selection. Then, of course, if there are other colors here and you wanted to keep Rich Razzleberry, you don't feel like you want to buy Berry Burst, I think that's a close enough substitute. Then you don't have to buy the new color. Use your existing one. Same with these two blues. If you don't want to buy the two new blues, keep your Pacific Point. Lost Lagoon, I mean, close, not exactly, but if you're really, really going to miss soft suede, you could get Lost Lagoon, or you could just keep, soft succulent. So that's what I was trying to get at here. But these, to me, I felt like were the really, these would be my must-haves. If I wasn't going to buy all 15, I think I would get these 8. And I mean, that's just me, right? Take that for what it's worth. You can do whatever you'd like. Let's see. An attachment. I don't know what that, sorry, Tracy, I don't know what that was about. Thank you, Lynn. So sweet of you. Thank you, Becky. I don't know. I don't see anything from Tika, Mary. Sorry. I must have missed something. I'm sorry. I've missed something here. I apologize. Okay. So yes, Tracy, I am definitely ordering all 15 because this is my business. I run this as a business and I like to be able to sell what I demonstrate. So I will be demonstrating the 15 new colors. Let's bring those back in again. And I will be incorporating them into my rainbow order of ink pads, cardstock blends, blending brushes, sponge daubers, etc. But yes, you do not have to. Nobody has to do that. Oh, there's a spammer on here. Well, you all are on it. I did not see any of those comments. So thank you. Whoever, if someone was able to get rid of that, I appreciate that. I'll have to go back and see what I can do about that. You're welcome, Patricia. You're welcome. Oh, okay. Tracy, thank you. I do not see any of that on my end. So that's interesting. I appreciate all of you that are looking out for me. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just scrolling back. I don't see anything from that person. That's so interesting that you all can see something that I can't. Glenda is asking a question. The last chance products can only be ordered on 4/4. No, that is not true. I've been posting about that over and over. It's been in all my newsletters and on my blog. The last chance products are available right now. Everything is available. It's all available. The discount prices start on April 4th. So yes, get what you want now. If it's not on sale, get it now. If you want to risk it being available when the sale starts, that's fine. You can wait till 4/4, but no, it's all available now. And I'm sorry, I've been doing my best to post that over and over. I guess I need to do it more. any other questions I can answer for you, I'd be happy to do that. If not, I'll let you go. I don't see anything else. Anybody else have a question? I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this valuable. That's always my goal, is to give you information that's valuable to you that you can use. And if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd be happy to help you. You can always request catalogs if you are going to be one of my customers. Always happy to do that. I will be getting the new catalogs out. I've been posting about that. I'm sure you've seen that if you're one of my customers. So those we can order on April 4th. It takes, a week or more to get them here. It takes me a week or more to get them all, put the stickers on them, put the flyers inside, get all the postage done. It's quite an ordeal to send hundreds and hundreds of catalogs, but I will do my best. They will get out in April, I promise. Robin is asking, when will demos get their pre-order from the new catalog? So demonstrators can pre-order on April 4th. The list is out now, and then you can order everything with customers on May 2nd. But the pre-order list is our limited list. You can order on April 4th, and it is on the demonstrator website now. All right, any other questions? You are so welcome, everyone. Yes, Regina Ann, great point. If you think something might sell out because it has been popular, get it now. I would not wait. I really wouldn't wait. Thank you, Trina. So kind of you. Thank you, Christine. So give me a heart or a thumbs up before you leave. Let me know that you enjoyed this. And next week, let's see, next week, let me think about this for a second. So 1, 2, 3, I'm just counting on the calendar. 4. Hey, you know what? This is exciting. So when I can order the new colors next week on the 4th, I will overnight my order, and we can look at new colors next Friday, like for reels, in-person reels. We can compare, we can do little color buddies. Oh yeah, totally. Woohoo! So don't miss next Friday, friends. The pre-order list, Susan, so when, I assume you're a demonstrator, so you go to the Happening Now, you click on catalogs, and then there are catalog resources, catalog details, there's lots of sections to click on, or you can just go on the home page and click the banner that has all the information about the new catalog. And that's where you'll find the new catalog to download and the pre-order list. Yes, next Friday will be awesome. I can't wait. I just realized that'll be really fun. Thank you, Tracy. Got rid of the spammer. You are awesome. Thank you. All right. So friends, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you tuned in late, you can watch the beginning on the replay. And I will see you all next week with all the new paper, all the cardstock, everything. Oh my goodness, all the fun things. I can't wait. That'll be fun. Alrighty. Thanks again. I'll see you next week. Bye.